Hello.
Brad, what's up, man? How are you?
Good to see you.
I think in the world of doing interviews, this is the shortest time I've had in between interviews because we just talked like a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
now we're back.
And now
Good,
we're back. And
good deal.
the last time that we spoke was the summer of 2024, going into the 2025 NFL season. My
Hmm.
Detroit Lions had just made it to the NFC Championship, and I asked you, Brad, as a fan of a team that has never accomplished anything, and you, a fan of a team that has done stuff, what advice do you have for me? That question has not aged well for me because the
Okay.
Lions didn't make the playoffs this year at all.
Correct.
But your Denver Broncos were
Yes.
right there, man.
Yes, right there, and one very fragile ankle break away from, I believe, making the Super Bowl. But hey, that's okay because we had 10 years of absolute crap. Now, I know that sounds like not a lot of time talking to a Lions fan, so I get it. It's like talking to a Patriots fan now. It's like, well, we didn't make the Super Bowl for 7 years. It's like you could go take a long walk off a short pier. Don't like you very much. So I totally get it. But it's such a microcosm for life in that, hey, when you got that joy, hold on to it. Hold on to that joy, embrace that joy, have fun with it, and because if you're feeling great, are you feeling wonderful? Are you feeling amazing? This too shall pass. Uh, but thankfully, on the other side of it, are you feeling crappy? Are you feeling horrible? Are you feel like nothing's going right? This too shall pass. So just try to stay as even keeled as you can, my friend.
Do you, as a fan of a team that made it to the AFC Championship, would you rather have them make it that far and miss out, or just like the Lions, not make the playoffs at all and hope for next year?
No, well, the way it happened, I looked at the Broncos Bills game as kind of our version of the Super Bowl, where it's like, cool, we beat them. Bo Nix was in there, he did well, and then we got a backup quarterback, and it all went to. But I get to have that thought of if we had our starting quarterback, then we would have just blown everybody away. That's what I'm gonna think. That's what I'm gonna tell myself, and that's what helps me not cry so much at night.
Who wins this Sunday? You've got Patriots, you've got Seahawks. Who's your pick?
Based on what I've seen, I would say the Seahawks. I would say that the Patriots. If you look at their schedule, it's mostly against teams that have fired their head coaches, and that's not because the Patriots beat them so bad that they could. No, it's just they had a pretty easy schedule, and then even in the playoffs, they faced. I believe a Chargers team with no offensive line. Ask Justin Herbert about that. They faced a Texans team where a quarterback threw 4 interceptions, and then they faced a Broncos team with a snowstorm and a backup quarterback. So it's like things are all just kind of lining up. But I think finally on Sunday they go up against a really tough Seahawks team, which if my state allowed for online sports gambling, I'd probably put a couple of bucks on the Seahawks.
Last time we talked to, not only did we talk a lot of football, but we also talked pro wrestling. The Royal Rumble was this past Saturday. By far my
Mm,
favorite, but by far my favorite PLE that they do. But also, it has
yeah.
sucked the last how many years? Did you watch, and how did you feel about Brock Lesnar getting eliminated while Jey Uso was making his way through the crowd?
I did. I did watch. It was kind of like I was at a birthday party for a 6 year old because I also have a child. I wasn't just going to 6 year old birthday parties. That's not where my life is. I'm not mentioned in the Epstein documents. Cool your jets. But yeah, I was checking in, and yeah, that was very interesting that Brock Lesnar gets eliminated while the yeets are going on, and it was like, okay, that could have been timed out a little better. I actually really did enjoy the women's Royal Rumble. I thought that one was great, despite the fact that because they're in Saudi Arabia, they were all dressed like Power Rangers. That part was like, okay, but overall was happy with the women's Rumble. The men's Rumble was kind of, eh, came in with a fart and left and it just kind of stunk because not the crowd wasn't there. If
Right.
you looked in the audience, the crowd wasn't there, and just having those people count down and having the excitement when a surprise comes out. And like I said, the men's Rumble, I think they said we don't have room for Finn Balor in the Rumble, but then La Parka came out.
Mr.
I'm
Iguana
just
was there.
Mr. Iguana. Which don't get me wrong, I love
Love
Mr.
it.
Iguana.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Iguana. I love Orange Cassidy. I like people that make wrestling fun because wrestling should be fun. So, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed the Women's Rumble more.
All right. Well, we've got the second interview we've done. We've also wasted like 5 minutes talking football and wrestling, so we're good there.
Yep.
It's been a year and a half since we last spoke, but I know you've been incredibly busy. Rumor has it that you have a new stand-up special coming sometime in 2026. I know fans have been waiting for that. It's been a minute
Yep.
since you dropped a new stand-up special. So, how long does it take you as you're working this stuff? You're taking the
Yeah.
stuff out of the road. You're never not on the road. How long does it
Correct.
take you to get to a point where you're like, okay, now's the time to record it. Now it's ready.
For me, on average, about 2 years, two and a half years. It like I could write a new hour very quickly, but will it be good? Like it takes time to really refine the jokes and really find the points of view that I really want to focus on. So yeah, about 2 years. But yeah, I recorded that special about 2 months ago. So the stuff that people are going to be seeing in Saginaw, it's going to be a lot of new stuff, a lot of stuff I'm throwing at the wall. I'm trying to see what sticks. I'm going to be taking a lot of chances, but don't worry, I'm not going to suck. Okay, I'll be good. You guys aren't getting the complete experimental stuff. There's gonna be some tried and true ones in there.
How do you decide? I've always been curious how you decide where the special gets filmed. Is it I love this theater, this is where I want to do it? Is it we have the equipment at this theater, we can just do it here? Like, how do you decide this is the spot to record it?
A little bit of everything. So this year, this most recent special that I just recorded that is not out yet, was filmed in Lexington, Kentucky, because it's close to Nashville, where we had some equipment that we can get cheap since I did pay for the darn thing myself. But then it also is at a theater that is really good looking and that a lot of specials have been shot at. But the theater is on Short Street and it's literally on Short Street. So I thought, come on,
Have
this
to.
is the sign. This is the sign. I don't know what power you believe in, whether it be God, Buddha, or Mystery Iguana. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever higher power you're into, I believe that that was a sign from them saying this is the spot. And based on how it went, I truly believe that it was.
Do you have a streaming deal in place yet as to where it's going to premiere, where we can watch for it? Because there's 19,000 different places you can put it out at.
Yeah, the ring.com channel. I believe it's going to be on that. I believe Mr. Coffee has a streaming service as well, over only $5.99 a month. It's going to premiere on those gas station TVs when you're pumping your gas and you get like a minute and a half to watch Jimmy Fallon ask a bad question. That's where it's going to debut. No, we're not quite sure where yet. But if someone wants to give me a giant bag of money to have it on their service, I would happily oblige.
Not only do you have the new special coming out, but just started doing this podcast with JB Ball. And I remember when you were here in Saginaw last time, you had JB with you, and everybody was
Yeah,
talking about JB after the show as
yeah.
well. Heightened Babel is now available. You can watch it on YouTube. How did this come to be? Is this just you two are on the road all the time? You two are good friends. What can we do together to put more content out there? How does this happen?
So JB is my opening act. He'll be back and he'll be opening for me in Saginaw. And this is just us after shows in Waffle Houses all over this country, cracking each other up. People on the side tables laughing, and people going, "Oh, you should record this." And we're like, "What's this?" Or like this, just you two together. So that's what we did. The concept of the podcast isn't very elaborate, but it's just we just find the weird news stories that may have missed your timeline that we love joking about and breaking down. And the world has a lot of crazy stuff going on in it right now, so you won't find those stories. Those stories, if you want to listen to the CNN podcast or the Fox News podcast, cool. Uh, Ours is just going to be, guys that wanted to go into that wanted to be an astronaut, but found out they couldn't do it when they discovered that they themselves amputated their own legs due to an amputation fetish.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stories we find. We find the story of the Brazilian soccer star whose name is Hulk, who married his ex-wife's niece, and we talk about that. So hey, rednecks, it's not just you, it's everybody else. So we find the weird news stories that may have missed your timeline, and then we talk about them. That's our podcast, but it really is just an excuse to hang out with my buddy for another hour or so, and hopefully make some money doing it.
It's got to feel good to be able to, like the joke with like Sandler is he does movies to hang out with all his friends. It's got to be able to
Yeah.
do something that gives you the opportunity to hang out with somebody you just enjoy being around.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this job is not only the job of being a comedian being a really fun job for all the reasons you might imagine. One of the things about it is most of my friends are comedians. Most of my friends are the funniest people on the planet. So that's kind of cool to where you hang out with your friends and they're truly, truly hilarious. Because I got a 6-year old. She goes to school, and I hang out with some of the other parents. And sometimes they'll say something and everyone will laugh, and I'll just be stone faced, and they'll be like, "Come on, Brad, that was funny." I'll be like, "To you, to you, it was funny. That's fine. It's fine." But
Devastating.
you got to understand. For me, a civilian telling a joke is like LeBron playing in a pickup game, and someone doing a crossover be like, "That was good, right? I can go to the league," and you're like, "Nah,
No, no.
no, you can't."
I did see though when like where like all your neighbors showed up to the show and were like front row to like bust your balls. That's great.
That was awesome. So there's 3 dads in my daughter's elementary school that I tolerate, and they're awesome. They're great. And I try to keep my lives separate. I don't go to the school like, "Hey, I'm a stand-up comedian." No, I'm just dad. I'm just Brad the father at that point. And they surprised me, and because I wasn't telling them about the show, they just showed up in the front row. And the next PTA meeting, very interesting. Very interesting. I think yeah, 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 yeah. Because also, like, they know my wife. So when I tell stories about my wife on stage, your average person that's going to be in the audience in Saginaw has no idea who I'm talking about. They know exactly who I'm talking about, and they know the stories that are true, maybe the stories that were exaggerated, and then they know the stories that were like, we had no idea about that. So yeah, it made school drop-offs really interesting the next couple days.
And now you have Height and Babel where you can talk about some of this other stuff. Like I know recently you talked about all these fake Brad Williams Facebook pages that are popping up. I'm curious
Yeah.
if anyone has accused you yet of asking for money or like Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, just go to my website, Brad Williams Comedy. Click on the links that are on that website. That is me. Those are the official profiles. I will never ask you for money. I'll ask for your money to buy a ticket, but there's going to be an exchange. You give something, then you get a ticket. Great. I'm never going to ask fans for money or anything like that. So I hate that happens sometimes, that there are people out there that are trying to uh, 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 lure my fans in just because they're fans of mine. I hate that. So I would just tell everyone, yeah, go to my website, click on those links. Those are the official profiles, and never give me money directly. Now, if you want to come to a show and buy a T-shirt, that's different. But never send me a Venmo. Don't do it.
I know you've got the stand-up special coming. You've got the podcast that's out. The last time that we talked was before Spinal Tap 2 had come out, and all you could
Yeah.
say was that you were in it. You couldn't sort of elaborate any more than that. Now the movie is out, it's streaming, and you
Yeah.
are in the climax of the film.
Yeah, my wife would tell you that that's the only time I've ever been in a climax. But yes, and it's a very pivotal scene with Sir Elton John, and it was a lot. It was a lot of fun to make that film. The story I have from that movie is That scene was shot, if you've seen it already, with there's a live audience, and while we were filming, Sir Elton John's on stage, so people are yelling out at him in between takes. Sometimes they're yelling out at Wee Man in between takes because Wee Man is also in the film, which I'm thrilled about because people see that him and I are not the same freaking person. So people were yelling at him, and then at one point, someone just yells out, "Brad Williams, we love you!" And then they start yelling out Brad Williams, and it's pretty sizable. And Elton John turns to me and goes, "Who the f are you?" And that's the first thing he said to me. Like, he did not say hello. He did not say I didn't have time to do any of that. So there were no pleasantries. It was "Who the f are you?" from Sir Elton John. So truly honored to be in that film, and honored to be a part of it.
And you got the last lap because you crush him with the Stonehenge. So
I do. Spoiler alert.
sorry, I
But
know,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I
but
know.
no, it is the last laugh. So trust me when I say I don't want this day to happen anytime soon. But when the day happens where Elton goes on to the great piano lounge in the sky, I have that clip ready.
That's got to be one of those like, how in the hell did I get here sort of moments for you and Wee Man to go. We're about to crush Elton John with Stonehenge from Spinal Tap.
Yeah, that's the coolest part about this job is I'm still a fan of this job. I'm a fan of this life. I'm a fan of other comedians. There are so many times when I'm in the green room at the Comedy Store, and it'll be like me, Adam Ray, Bill Burr, Anthony Jeselnik, Whitney Cummings, Eliza Slester, and we're all just cracking wise, trying to make each other laugh. Where I just sit back and go, "This is awesome. This is really cool." There was a few weeks ago, literally at the Comedy Store. I'm in the green room, and Jerry Bruckheimer just walks in the green room, and he starts asking comedians about stuff. And we're like, "Well, can we ask you about The Rock, about Transformers,
Yeah.
about stuff like that? Can we ask you about those types of things?" Like, there was one time at the Comedy Store, I got off stage. I'm walking to the back, and there's this row of chairs where only comedians are allowed to sit, and I see one guy sitting in the chairs, but the lights are still kind of in my eyes, so I can't really see. But I see his fist kind of raise up to give me a bump, and I'm like, "Cool! One of the comedians is going to give me a fist bump, awesome!" And as I lean in, I go, "That's Quentin Tarantino." Boom, and then give him a fist bump. So yeah, this is a wild life. I love it, and but also that's like Hollywood glam stuff. I love going to cities, like Grand Rapids, like Saginaw, like going to all the places where a lot of people who live in my town of Los Angeles may have certain thoughts about people who live in some of the other cities around the United States. But I get to actually go, and I find out that no matter where you go, people are more or less good. They no matter how you vote, y'all want the same thing. You want prosperity, safety for your loved ones, for yourself, and you just disagree slightly on how to achieve those goals. So I get to go to these places. So I get to go to Michigan. I get to go to small towns in Indiana like Terre Haute. Like, when would I go to Terre Haute,
No one is
Indiana?
going to Terre Haute.
No one's going to Terre Haute, but I get to go, and I get to have a lot of fun while I'm there.
Well, we're excited to have you back in Saginaw. I will say this: you had it right the first time when you came in the summer. Coming in February was a dumb decision.
I agree. No, but you know what? Here's what it is there are times when you need to laugh the most. When it's summertime in Michigan, oh my God, go out
Things
on
are
the
great.
lake, go out on the boat, have
Mhm.
an outdoor barbecue, find a lakeside beach somewhere, enjoy yourself. When it's February in Michigan, sometimes you could hate life.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're
And
we're there right now. I think.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be that time. Like, anyone can make you laugh when you're already happy. I want to go in there when you guys are in the doldrums, when you guys are frozen in your homes. Get out, get a ticket, sit down in a heated theater, have a couple of coats on you, be in a 1,200 seat theater where you can get some body heat working, and let me make you laugh. When times are at their worst, that's when you need to laugh the most, and that's why I'm coming to Michigan.
We'll do that coming up on Sunday, February
I'm there.
15th. Oh yeah, you're pretty close. Yeah, yeah, right in that.
Yeah,
You got it, like right in
yeah,
that sort of area right there. I think we may have done that last time. I don't remember.
yeah.
It all feels like we've done it before.
It's one of my favorite things that you guys do. I'm from there.
Yeah,
You
oh
know,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like, I don't know what that is, but
yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah. It's
Point to
it's
your hand.
it can be super embarrassing sometimes too when people don't understand it. So,
Yeah,
uh,
exactly. But
listen,
hey,
man, we're
you do that, and then Ohio spells their state. So
yeah,
and it's only four letters, and sometimes they get it wrong.
yeah.
So let's just say that you guys are winning in that regard.
And that's the best way to win over Michiganders is to just talk trash about Ohio. You got it. You
Trust
know it.
trust me, I've been around a few times.
You have. We're excited to have you back, man. Next Sunday, February 15th, Dow Event Center Theater. Tickets are available now at Ticketmaster.com. Go get them. Maybe a Valentine's Day gift. Come have some fun with Brad Williams. We had a blast last time you were here, man, and excited to see you again next weekend.
Hey, thank you so much for having me back, and let's just make this a tradition.
Yeah, we got. Well, I'll put it on the calendar for another year and a half.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.